Hey, what is up, guys? It's your boy Kingdom Soldier, back again with another gameplay slash commentary, and I want my Moab. Episode 4, the series is back. I know it's been like 2 weeks, but I had a really good game last night, and I tried to upload it last night, but I actually fell asleep. And the game is going to get started really fast. You see, I am rocking the overused, not overpowered, MP7 silenced, and it's a nice gold color. This game, I mean, I knew the minute I got that kill, that 4th kill, I knew for sure that I was about to have a good game. And, you know, it's funny because you get that feeling. You know, it's like, I don't know how many of you guys play basketball, but when I'm playing basketball sometimes, I'll shoot a couple shots, and I just know, like, today is going to be a good day. You know, I can just tell, like, I'm going to make probably 60 to 70% of the shots I put up. And so I'm going to shoot a lot of them. And then I end up shooting too many shots. And that happens sometimes on the sticks as well. You know, you get overconfident, like, oh, I'm hitting my shots, and then you die a lot more than you should because you're being too aggressive. And, you know, you guys know I'm a very aggressive player on this game. You're going to see a different play style in this gameplay. It's going to be probably obvious to you that I'm going for the Moab. This is the highest kill streak I've ever gotten, and if you don't know what my previous is, I'm not going to tell you, but you'll see I'm put something up on the screen when I get to my previous high score. My previous high score or Gunstreak was outside of this series, and I do get a really good streak right here off of my first life, which, you know, I just, there was something about this game. I don't know if it was the fact that I was playing in a full party, the fact that I just had a 49 kill game before this and a 50 kill game before that, but I wasn't using specialists in those games. There was just something that said, this is going to be special. And I know all of you guys are wondering, does he get the Moab? Does he get the Moab? Does he get the Moab? Well, you're going to have to find out. Well, so what this series is really about, I was going to say something, but, you know, I got to be careful because I don't want to give you guys too much information. You guys are too smart, and you seem to figure things out even when I'm trying to hide them from you. You know, the whole point of this series is not just for me to get a Moab and chase the Moab and all that, but it's also to give you guys some tips and just basically tell you what I'm learning about strategies, map control, things like that, game types, using different weapons, perks, and attachments, you know, whatever I'm learning when I'm going for the Moab, because, you know, I've said this in every single video, but I'm going to say it again. When you are going for a Moab, you are going to probably have a good game. If you're using the right kind of strategies to get the Moab, you know, knowing your spawns, knowing where people are going to be coming from. Like right here, I knew another guy was coming, not because I heard him, I just knew it. You know, there was just something in me that said, I know they're spawning down there, and nobody walks by themselves in Modern Warfare 3. No one. Wherever you go, there's always someone behind that person. So I think it was, I'm trying to see how many kills I have right now because I wasn't paying attention when it flashed up on the screen last time. Let me see. I think it maybe when I kill this guy, I go to 14. Okay. So this is the point right here where I started to tell my teammates what was going on. And I ducked down right here, and this is where my heart started to pound, and I got nervous. And so I had to take a break, take a breather, you know, and be like, oh, okay, calm down. You know, my heart was pumping really hard. Bam, there's my previous best of 16. And I didn't know where I was. So what I started to do, and this is the good thing about running in a full party, is that I asked my teammates what my score was. And they were like, oh, you're 17-0, you're 18-0. You know, they were telling me where I was at. And then the cool thing was they were asking me, they were like, well, why do you want to know, you know? And I told them, you know, I'm trying to get a Moab. And so for the rest of the game, they were like, I mean, it was almost like we were, you know, an MLG team or something like that, because everybody in the game with me is in my party, and we're all partied up. We're not in game chat, we're in party chat, and so it was a lot of fun. But while I was in there, they were giving me call outs, and so, you know, they would say they're in the C building, you know, there's 3 guys over there, somebody, and I don't remember who it was, got an AC-130, and they were, you know, doing call-outs as well. They were like, there's two guys in C, there's two guys at A, and it was helping a lot. But they were also, my teammates were also encouraging me. You know, they were telling me that I could do it, and that, you know, this was going to happen, and that it was possible, and that, you know, this could be the game. And, you know, they kept watching the score, and I kept watching the score, and it was pretty, you know, it was getting pretty exciting, because everybody I shot, except for this dude, everybody I shot seemed to die. Everybody I shot, and oh man, I'm so mad I didn't kill this guy right here. I just, like, that kill I felt was like one of those big misses. And I got a little scary running out into the middle of the map here. I was being a little dangerous. You'll notice that my strategy for most of this game is to run behind C and A. And I was going into this room and I saw that on the ground and I was like, you know what? I'm not going to do it. Don't know how that guy didn't kill me. I got 20 kills, 20 gun streak, and that's the highest I've ever gotten. Of course, well, 16 was my previous best kill streak in general, not just with the gun, but it was with the gun that I got that kill streak with Specialist. But which I think is another interesting point that I want to call out to you guys. It's something that I've learned from playing this series. No! That was painful to watch. You know, I've probably watched it like 3 or 4 times, but that hurts my feelings. So yeah, I died at 21 kills. Best I've ever done. I was 3 kills away from MOAB. 3 kills. So back to the tips. So one of the other things that I've learned from doing this series, you know, and that I really thought about in this game specifically, is Specialist is special. Like, there's something different. Like, when you're running Specialist, Support, or Assault, there is a difference because your gameplay, like the way you play when you have Specialist, you don't open any laptops, you don't press any buttons, you just run and shoot. That's it. And so you're gonna have if you have a good shot, you're gonna have a good kill to death ratio when you're running around like that. For me, like, I use Assault, and I used Assault in some of these games we played, and I used Support in the 2 games before this, and like I said, I got 49 and 50 kills. But those 2 games, I probably died 30-something times in one of them, and 28 or something times in the other, because, you know, I was playing really ultra aggressive. It's domination, so, you know, I'm going to play my dominator role, and, oh man, panic knife. Well, I guess it's not a panic knife, it's a smart knife, or well-executed knife. I don't know what to call it, but he did a good job. He got me. So, you know, Specialist, though, is really special. There's a different play style that goes with using Specialist. And if you've never used Specialist, you know, if the MOAB is just something that you don't even think you can get, try using Specialist just in general. And I know a lot of times, like, even me, I don't want to use Specialist because I feel like it's limiting me. Like, you know, well, all I'm going to get is, you know, however many kills I get with my gun. But if I use even Support, you know, I can get a stealth bomber, I can get an EMP and take down kill streaks, you know. But if I'm using Specialist, all I can do is shoot people. That's it, you know. And yeah, I can avoid Predator missiles and things like that because I get blind eye when I get my Specialist bonus. But in general, it's like all I can use is bullets. And so it seems like you're actually putting yourself at a disadvantage, but you're not. And that's kind of what I want to say is, like, Specialist is good. It's special. You know, it's a good package, especially for people that have a good shot. And Support is pretty, you know, awesome as well because you don't have to do as much stopping. You know, like, when you're using Assault, if you use an Osprey Gunner or something like that, you got to find a little corner to hide in and turn on your Osprey Gunner. And how many times have you been in an AC-130 or a Reaper even, you know, which, man, Reaper I think is way too low of a kill streak, but we'll talk about that in another video. But you think about a Reaper, or an AC-130, or an Osprey Gunner, how many times have you been in those kill streaks and gotten killed? Or even think about, like, the, what is the little, the turret, the assault turret, what is it called? The one that you control. I can't think of what it's called, but you guys know what I'm talking about. The one where Everybody else shows up like, you know, the infrared, like hot white, and it's, you know, they're pretty easy to kill. And so you, all these kill streaks that you get, you put yourself at a disadvantage because you got to hide and you got to wait. And what's happening on the screen right now is my controller died. I'm sure a whole bunch of you guys have seen that. And then to turn it back on, I pressed to the right on the thumbstick, which sped up the gameplay. And then I figured it out and slowed it back down. But this game is almost coming to an end, and so you guys are going to see some more I Want My MOAB gameplay, especially now that I've gotten 21 kills with my gun streak off my first life, man. That's what made this game really challenging, because I had to play another, I mean, you guys saw it, it was like another 4 minutes of gameplay after, and I had to still try, you know, and I just wanted it to be over. So we won 200 to 168. I believe I went 31 and 4. You know what? This is the one guy that is not on our team because my brother had backed out the game before this, and so there's 5 of us. This is Kingdom Soldier. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.